My life is going out tonight in a pink champagne Corvette. The light in my life is going out tonight without a flicker of regret. Without a flicker of regret. I sleep 3 feet above the street in a pink champagne Corvette. Fly out into space, listen to the music. The stars are made. Without a flicker of regret. California life is alright with me. California life is alright with me. We are, California life is alright with me. California life is alright with me. California life is alright with me.
Hello, coming to you not quite live from London, from New York State. This is WHOOOSH, starring Katy Krassner and Simon Le Bon. You've just been listening to the fabulous Avalanches featuring Rivers Cuomo and Pink Sifu. And that was Running Red Lights. I really like this track. I think it's just got so much joy in it. It's a fantastic piece of music. It's clever. It's got lots of melody. It's got great harmonic structure. I like the vocal. I think it's an all-round really good record.
So this, as usual, something I wasn't familiar with. Of course, I had heard of the Avalanches and, of course, Rivers Cuomo, who everybody knows from Weezer. But this song is fantastic. It's happy. It's sad. It's a lot of different things for me. And I don't, at the video, after you listen to our whole show, you should definitely check out the video Running Red Lights because it's really powerful. It's also happy and sad. And at the end, it's dedicated to David Berman, who was the lead singer of the Silver Jews and who killed himself in August of 2019. And part of the lyric in Running Red Lights is from a song that the Silver Jews put out.
Oh, and really? So, which bit of the lyric is that?
The spoken part.
The light of my life is going out tonight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
Yeah, that was David's words. And
that's here's something. I'm learning something new. I hadn't heard the Silver Jews. Silver Jews or Silver
Jews? Yeah.
Silver Jews. I hadn't heard of David Bergman or the Silver Jews before now, but I am going to check them out.
Yeah, Brian is a huge fan of theirs, mostly after David died, because that's what Brian does. But what I did
he must
notice,
love Joy Division.
He does. He loves everyone dead. What I noticed, though, is the Avalanche just released a single with Blood Orange. So I wondered if that's how you happened upon this track.
I think this was just one that kept coming up on my screen, and I thought, I'll give it a listen. And I heard it. I thought, wow, this is top music. But there's another track by Avalanches that I have my eye on for another show. A lot of the artists that we've played so far, they've done more than one great track.
Right.
You know, people like Denai Moore. Don't say that. We haven't played it yet. She's in this show.
So
Denai Moore coming up later in this show. A lot of people have got more than one track, which is one of the reasons we do the bonus track thing at the end of the show, just because it gives a chance for another artist to get an extra bit of listen, really. And actually, we should say who the bonus track was. Now, where I had it written down somewhere. I've forgotten it, of course.
Would you like me to tell you?
No.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
I can't bloody find it. Last week, the bonus track was the fabulous Lady Donnelly and Suffer.
That was a great track.
Great track. Great piece of music.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited because now that we're doing bonus tracks, the surprise is lost on me, but have no fear, listeners. Every week we will be having a bonus track. But what's our next song?
Our next song is going to be, this is another one I discovered all by myself.
Yeah.
This band is called SAULT, and it's capitals, all caps lock. It's SAULT. They put out 2 records in 2019, 2 whole albums.
Yeah.
I think they must have put over 30 tracks out in 1 year. It's an extraordinary achievement. I think there is so much talent in this band. And actually, this is one of my favorites. It's got a little bit of an African feel to it. So here it is, the fabulous SAULT with Don't Waste My Time.
You said hearts didn't bleed, them roses still sting. Remember when you said I wasn't even good enough. No hope for you, no hope for you, was hope for you would change your mind.
Don't waste my time, please don't waste my time. I ain't got time. Don't care what you say, nothing in your brain just like mine. Don't waste my time, please don't waste my time. I ain't got time. Don't care what you say, nothing in your brain just like mine.
Remember when you said we're family? You stole my pony. Remember when? Remember when you said brother was a big boy? Ain't that something? Remember when?
Don't waste my time, please don't waste my time. I ain't got time. Don't care what you say, nothing in your brain just like mine. Don't waste my time, please don't waste my time. I ain't got time. Don't care what you say, nothing in your brain just like mine.
She don't wanna break your pride. She just wanna feel alive. She don't wanna break your pride. She just wanna feel alive. She don't wanna break your pride. She just wanna feel alive. She don't wanna break your pride. She just wanna feel alive.
Don't waste my time, please don't waste my time. I ain't got time. Don't care what you say, nothing in your brain looks like mine. Don't waste my time, please don't waste my time. I ain't got time. Don't care what you say, nothing in your brain looks like mine. Don't waste my time, please don't waste my time. Don't waste my time, please don't waste my time. I ain't got time.
Remember when? Remember when?
I came to LA to make rock and roll. Along the way I had to sell my soul. I made some good friends that make me say I really wanna be in LA. I took the 10 to get to Beverly, laid some rock to tape, roll out on 180. Alan and Natasha always make me say I really wanna be in LA. I take the city in the dead of night. I'm burning gas until I feel alright. My sunset honeys always make me say I really wanna be in LA. I came to LA to make rock and roll. Along the way I had to sell my soul. I made some good friends that make me say I really wanna be in LA. I really wanna be in LA. I really wanna be, really wanna be, really wanna be in LA.
Okay, that was. Who was that? Caddy? Would you like to back announce?
I would love to back announce. That was the Incredible Eagles of Death Metal, which Duran Duran have an interesting history with. I think we might have discussed on a previous show that shortly before the terrible incident at the Bataclan in Paris, you guys appeared on a television show together performing Save a Prayer.
Together, yes, because they have a fabulous. Yes, Eagles of Death Metal have a fabulous version of "Save a Prayer." It's one of the most popular records, and I'm so proud of that. It's definitely up there in my top 5 cover versions of Duran Duran songs.
Yeah, that was really a great one.
Oh, there's a radio show for us.
What? All covers of
Covers of Duran Duran. But it'll have to be that would be a bonus show. That's not Whoosh. That's something different.
Okay, a bonus show. So we take questions. We're getting the questions at askcatty@duranduran.com. And you want to answer a couple of them?
Yeah, let's start with the question.
Let's dive on in, man.
Get on. What do people want to talk about?
Okay, so the first person who sent us it's a long question, Marion Corrigan, said that in a previous episode, she liked how you were telling Katy that when you're reading, you can take someone's thoughts but interpret them in your own imagination. And I often make my own interpretations of lyrics, she says. I wonder what's the most unique or strangest interpretation you've heard of one of your songs.
Wow. That's a funny one. Now that is a funny one. Usually, I mean, it's not as wide. Of course I do. Of course I do. I've got a whole idea and theory about what it means for other people to listen to your music and what it means for you as an artist. And one of the things I believe in is that as soon as you release music and other people listen to it, it stops being yours. It becomes theirs.
Right.
It only becomes yours when you listen back to it yourself. And consequently, you're bound to get people who make up their own ideas about what the songs mean, what the meanings of the songs are, what they're about, who they're about, and really, those are the ideas that matter. It doesn't matter what I intended when I wrote the song or wrote the lyric. What matters is what people hear back. That's what gives the songs life. And it's everybody's interpretation that means more than anything else. So yes, I really do pay attention. But the weird thing is, I can't off the top of my head remember any of them right now. And yes, there have been some quite weird ones. Usually things I've read, messages that I've heard on Ask Katy, actually. I'd love to hear your interpretations of what you think the songs are about, because that's what makes the songs live.
That's great.
I know that. I'm sorry, Marion. I know that doesn't really answer your question, but I think it's quite an interesting fact anyway.
I do too. She asked me if there's a song I wondered about, and I would say that The Union of the Snake is a song I've always wondered about, but I know as a rule you don't give lyrical explanations, and I respect that very much.
Well, there's only one rule, and that is I never give lyrical explanations pertaining to a certain song.
Right, that one.
And why? And why is that, Simon? I'm sorry. That would be explaining too much. Remember, never complain, never explain, never say would've, should've, or could've. Always judge a book by its cover and always mix your drinks.
I like that one.
That covers most aspects in life in my case.
It does. Maybe for the start of summer next week, I think summer starts next week, you can bring us a drink recipe. You're very good with your drink.
Summer started here a couple of days ago. It started raining.
Oh, but not officially summer. I think official summer is like June 20-something.
Oh, that official.
Maybe. Adrian said that he's loving WHOOSH Radio. They're greatly appreciated in these difficult times. Please, can you ask Simon about the song Drive By? I am fascinated by the reimagining of The Chauffeur. How did this reworking come to fruition? And have the band considered reworking any other songs in this manner?
Well, I mean, from my point of view, for me, it's all about the lyric, really. The music was based on The Chauffeur anyway. It was like a, when you get a theme and you expand it and develop it. A lot of composers do that with other composers' work. For example, Vaughan Williams's Variations on a Theme by Thomas Tallis, which is a fantastic piece of music, by the way. So yeah, that was the music is a variation on the chauffeur, but the lyric is a spoken lyric, and I pretty much wrote the whole thing while I was in a traffic jam. And I do mention, and if you know, well, it was in LA, and I do mention that the traffic's backed up all the way. So I was sitting in this traffic jam, and I just started writing the words down because we weren't going anywhere. I was like, you know, you're in the 80s, you're allowed to write things down while you're at the wheel. It's not like being on the phone or anything like that, or texting. And that's really how that whole thing happened. It was a little fantasy that I had while I was in a traffic jam, going to the studio where we were working.
That would have been the 90s, though, wouldn't it? Not even the 80s.
No.
For Drive By?
No, I did. Oh.
It was on Thank You.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah, but I wrote it in the 8. But I wrote it when we were going to. I wrote it before. That's interesting. Maybe I wrote the spoken part before we made the music and put them together. Probably that's what must have happened, because I remember writing that bit when I was in a traffic jam in the 80s, probably in 87, going to rehearsals at was it North Alta Loma or something.
See, you learn something new every day on Whoosh. Whoosh!
I know. Yes, that got a bit boring, didn't it? We'll probably edit all that out. Thank you.
No. So we have the next track we have is a artist called Soccer Mommy, and I'm going to tell you that at first I was like, "That's a weird name. What kind of name is Soccer Mommy?" And her real name is Sophia Regina Allison, and she's an American singer from Nashville, Tennessee. But here's what I found super interesting about her, and then I want to hear your thoughts, is she claims that Avril Lavigne and Taylor Swift are huge influences on her. But all I could hear was sort of like the mid-90s alternative pop in her. She wasn't even born when the music I felt influenced the track Bloodstream came out.
Right.
So
right. Well, we've got. I mean, I agree with you. I think for me, it's got a love. It's slow, and I'm always scared of putting slow songs on Whoosh. But this is just this is a beautiful melody over some very, very comfortable. And there's nice chords. There's sort of, but there's something about it. There's a tension that she builds in the song. I don't quite know what it is, but I listen to it every time I listen to it. I want to listen to it again. I played it to Tallulah the other day, and she said, "Oh, I'm not keen on that one." But I can't stop playing it. So, and I played it to Amber. She loves it.
I could see that. I could see Amber really.
There's something otherworldly about it that I think is amazing.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. I wrote in my notes. It's very ethereal. I really like this track too.
Well, let's press play. Here it is, Soccer Mommy with Bloodstream. was Bloodstream by Soccer Mummy here on Whoosh with Caddy and Simon.
Hi, Simon.
Hi. Got any questions for me?
I happen to have another one right here on deck from James, who lives in London, and he's absolutely loving Whoosh. And he has a question about the recording of "Follow in My Footsteps" with Susanna Hoffs. And I know that's a gem.
Wow.
He wants us to play. He wants you to play it on Duran Duran Radio at some point, and he wants to thank you for helping him discover some brilliant music over the last few weeks. But I guess his question is how did it come about? How did that track and working with Susanna come about?
Okay, well, it was really the guy who was the link between us. I mean, I'd met Susanna a lot. We were making records that were in the charts at the same time. We were on the circuit of all the TV shows in Europe that you used to use to promote your records at the same time. We were at the San Remo Festival at the same time. We used to hang out with them. We used to end up in each other's hotel rooms, just having minibar parties, it must be said. I certainly wasn't involved in anything more kind of than that, but it was fun. They were lovely girls. We had a lot of fun together. It's great when you meet bands that are kind of doing the same thing you are. You're not in competition with each other, and you hang out together. It's really cool, really good.
So how did you meet her? How did you get together for this track in particular?
Well, this track, the catalyst between us was really Jonathan Elias. Jonathan Elias, he co-produced, I want to say, Big Thing.
You are correct.
I don't think it is. I'm right, am I?
You are correct.
With Daniel Abrahams, who's the other producer, the French rock and roll kid. And Jonathan, we got very, very friendly, and we kind of we hung out together, and he took us up to John Barry's place once, and Jonathan wrote the music he wrote that theme for MTV. The dan da dan da 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 dan da 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 dan. That's Jonathan Elias.
Really?
So he never needed to work again in his life.
I didn't know that.
Jonathan's a lovely guy, really lovely guy.
I have a weird connection with him. His parents live next door to my sister for many years.
Yes.
Very bizarre connection.
Yeah, he's just a lovely guy and a really great person to work with. He's really gentle. And he was doing this Requiem for the Americas project, which is a really sort of a lamentation about what happened to the First Nation. First Nation, that's the one, because they're not American Indians. They're not Native Americans, because anybody born in America is a native, right? So yeah, let's get this right. We're talking about the First Nations. Were they the first, really? Anyway.
I'm not getting in there.
They came over an ice bridge from the what is now Russia, didn't they? Siberia.
You're smarter than me, so I'll just agree with whatever you say.
I pick up bits of information like that. Anyway, so the Requiem for the Americas was this piece of music, and we that's how it came about. And I don't get to listen to it very often, but I think it's a good piece.
You should. It is a good piece. But did Jonathan put you and Susanna together, or did you suggest Susanna, or that was his idea?
I actually think I put down my part of it, and then he brought in Susanna at a later date to work around me. We probably had a list of people who he thought would be good to sing along with me. That tends to be how it works.
That was a good question.
And she was obviously top of the list.
Yes. Obviously, she's very cute. I like Susanna.
Yeah, I saw her recently when we did the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Right.
John and I bumped into her at the after party. She's just fabulous. I mean, she looks amazing.
She does.
Really amazing. She's got all of that life and all of that personality still there. Love it. We are moving on to this is a fantastic track, and I only got turned onto it recently. Actually, it's my daughter Tallulah again who turned me onto this one. I'd heard of La Tigre, but I hadn't spent a lot of time listening.
So I knew who La Tigre was, and it's funny because Soccer Mommy was on before, and even though Soccer Mommy was ethereal, I felt like at one time they sort of could have been in the same, KROQ playlist. But Kathleen Hanna is the lead singer of La Tigre, and she was from Bikini Kill, and I really
which was a more successful band, weren't they? Bikini Kill.
I think so, and I really admire her lyrics because they always dealt with issues and politics and feminism and LGBT community. Yeah. And they worked when I did some research on the song. They worked with Pussy Riot in 2014, that girl group from Russia, and they also, I think, one of the last singles La Tigre put out was in 2016, a track called I'm With Her to support Hillary Clinton's campaign. Right. Okay. So, of course, I have a lot of time for Kathleen. I wouldn't say La Tigre is my kind of band. It's a little angry for me, but that's okay. There's definitely a place for it. I love it. It reminds me of X-Ray Specs, Oh, yeah. It's got that she's got that polystyrene vibe to her voice, which just that one just flicks a switch in me every time I hear it. I love it. You're not so keen on it, but we're going to play it anyway. This is La Tigre with Decepticon.
Who took the bomb? Every day and night, I can see your
Simon Le Bon and Katy Krassner.
Great ending here on Whoosh. That's Blue Eyed Sun with a song called Step Away from the Cliff. I first heard that on a TV show. It was it became a fashion to play really cool music at the end of TV shows.
Mhm.
Like, all of them do it, don't they? They all go out on a really cool song by a really cool artist.
Yeah.
This was at the end of an episode of Weeds.
Oh yeah.
And they didn't credit the artist. And I was blown away by this song when I first heard it. So I thought, how can I find out what it is? I played it again and again and again because I'd recorded the TV show.
Yeah.
And then somebody told me about this thing called Shazam.
Yeah. I love Shazam.
But I had to wait I had to wait a year. I kept the recording of the whole show because of this track, and it was a year later that I got this. And
you Shazammed
it, and it came up as Blue Eyed Sun. It's what a great song this is.
Can I just make a suggestion for next time in case Shazam goes bankrupt? You could have just typed the lyrics into Google.
Oh, okay.
And found it that way.
I don't think Google was around, was it?
Maybe. I think it was.
It was.
So Blue Eyed
No, but
Sun.
for talking about that, I used to use a different search engine. It was something like
Yahoo?
Sierra Nevada or something. Like it sounded like the mountains. Altamonte or something.
Alta Vista?
Alta Vista. I used to use that. How old is that?
100 years old. That's how long. Yes.
Nearly as old as me.
No. So did you know that Blue Eyed Sun may or may not be a Bob Dylan reference? Did you know that? Did you know?
Where have you been, my blue-eyed son?
Well, now I'm telling you.
It is. Well, it's from Hard Rain's Gonna Fall.
How do you know all this? I don't know anything.
I'm a lyricist and I listen to lyrics, and it's one of the very famous lyrics. I mean, actually, I was not singing the Bob Dylan version. I was singing the Roxy Music version because I was in my head. I was hearing Brian Ferry singing it.
Wow. I'm impressed.
I'm not even sure if it's Roxy Music. It might be a Brian Ferry solo project.
I'm very
He's
impressed.
a massive Dylan fan. Now there's a Dylan fan. I know your Brian's a Dylan fan.
Yeah.
But Brian Ferry, he's a bigger Ferry fan. I mean Dylan fan.
It's by Brian Ferry. You are correct. It is not a Roxy Music. It's by Brian Ferry.
There we go.
3 points to Simon. Bing, 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 bing. I want to give a shout out to 2 avid listeners. How you like that?
Great. Let's have that.
One is Sean Merck.
Hello, Sean.
Hello, Sean. Sean and I went to college together. I'm going to admit it. But she's not.
Sir Sean of Merck.
She's a she. She's Sean. She's Sean of Merck.
Lady Sean of Merck.
Yes, Lady Sean. And then Joanne Ferraro is also a very big listener of Whoosh, never misses an episode. And when I hear that, it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy. So I want to thank both of them for tuning in each week.
So thank you, Sean, and thank you, Joanne. So thank you, Sean, and thank you, Joanne. Stop laughing.
Sorry. If you know an avid listener, send us an email ask Katy at DuranDuran.com.
I wouldn't know one if they bumped into me in the street.
So the next, I have a question from Morella from Brazil.
Okay.
Duran Duran is a band that has fans of all ages. What's the secret?
Honestly, I don't think it's a secret. I would say that it's just the fact that we resolutely continue to put out new music, and occasionally it manages to filter through onto the airwaves of the proper radio. Let's say proper radio, that popping. It managed to filter through to the airwaves of proper radio. And people hear it. And well, also I think in these days, a lot of kids, an awful lot of young people are not really concerned about the age of the group. they just listen to the music with things like Spotify and Apple Music and all the streaming services that are now. It takes away a lot the ageism of music. I mean, I remember when Tallulah first started getting into George Harrison. I mean, she was blown away, and she had access to all this music. It was amazing.
That's interesting to me. That's
Well, it's no big secret. It's what it is.
Right. It's a reality that you and I didn't deal with. We had terrestrial or traditional or proper radio. Now people, that's sort of great as someone in a band, that someone that might never have had the chance to hear Duran Duran. So the next track is my track.
Yes.
I had been asking Simon to put it on. It's not a politically correct song. I'm going to start by saying that. But I cannot not dance. And it was used in a Target commercial. So how bad can it be? This is Apache.
Is that a good thing?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's mild. It's not too offensive for Target,
okay.
I guess.
Right.
This is Apache by the Sugarhill Gang, and I want everyone to get up and dance with me right now. Did you love that as much as I did?
I love that. I'm familiar with that piece of music. It's fun.
I love it. It's so fun, and the official music video is so fantastic. Unintentionally,
well, there you go. I just
fantastic.
All go out and listen and watch that video. The official video for Apache by the Sugarhill Gang.
Please. So we have some two amazing tracks that you chose. The first one is called "Beginning" by L.A. Priest. This is a song that I expected to hear in a John Hughes soundtrack. The 16 Candles, Breakfast Club, some kind of wonderful. This song, even though it's a current track, it really brought me back.
Yeah, it's amazing. It sounds different. I mean, when I heard this, my ears literally pricked up. I'd never heard it. I just don't think I've ever heard music that is like this. He's got such a unique way of putting it together. I believe that our producer Errol Alcan has something to do with it, actually, which I'm very proud of. It is a wonderful piece of music. He's a new artist, and this is the new artist section, really, of the whole show. So let's start off, and we'll talk about the following track when we come back. But we're going to start off now with "Beginning." That's by L.A. Priest.
You know what use that you want.
trouble summer again. I can't explain. It comes in waves, cascades. Do you mind if I lay my head on your lap? Could you be my boulder? Lying flat, would you hold my hand and stay awake with me? The cascades, the things change. The cascades, the things get in the way. The cascades, the things change. The cascades, the things get in the way. Am I convincing you yet? Got my stoic faces to get. I can't explain. It comes in waves, cascades to nothing. Do you mind if I lay my head on your lap? Could you be my boulder? Lying flat, would you hold my hand and stay awake with me? The cascades, the things change. The cascades, the things get in the way. The cascades, the things change. The cascades, the things get in the way. Things get in the way. Oh, I get down on myself. Oh, I get down on myself. Things get in the way. When it cascades, when things change. When it cascades, when things get in the way. When it cascades, when things change. When it cascades, when things get in the way.
Wow. Oh my God. I love that. That is Denai Moore with a track called Cascades. I think it came out earlier this year, so it's pretty current. Denai Moore she's been making records for a while. She was she also, I think she came out of an outfit called Subtruct, which is like a kind of like a, which is they're more instrumental and they needed a singer. But I think she's incredible. I think she has one of the best voices I've heard in years. I love her style. I love the softness, but the absolute kind of purity and the accuracy of her notes. I love her vibrato. I love that little kind of crunch that comes into the voice right at the end of some of her phrases. She's not scared of melody. Goes all over the place. She writes this stuff. She's a big songwriter. I can't understand why she's not more successful. You know, this is really top class music and deserves to be there in the collective consciousness. I'm going to do everything I can to help her. I think she's fantastic.
I agree with everything you say. I don't have a lot to add, although I was very captivated by her music video for this song. And you're right, it is a new track. It's so new. Wasn't even mentioned on her wiki page. Ooh. But at least she has a wiki page, so that's good. But interestingly enough, she counts Bon I never say this right, Bon Iver, as one of her influences, and I absolutely can hear that and see that.
Right.
Such a pretty track. Good one.
Yeah.
Good one, Charlie.
I'm speechless after I hear that. I like her so much. I'm going to play another one next week, I think.
Oh, good.
I just think that these are the kind of artists who are absolutely top, and you have to support them as much as you can. Fabulous. Well done, Denai Moore. It's a really great piece of music. Did you say Bom de Leo?
No, Bon Iver.
Bon Iver.
Yeah, I think it's not Bon Iver, which is what I would know normally.
No, it means good. It means it's kind of it's a play on words. It's French, isn't it? Bon Iver. It means good winter.
Oh,
that's
no,
what
I
it's
wouldn't
meant
know
to
that
be.
either.
Okay, Bon Iver. Bon Iver. We're very French, you know, on WHOOOSH. There's very big French contingent on WHOOOSH. Mon nom c'est Le Bon. It's French, you know.
It is. Very good. That's it. So everyone in France better listen. So I'm finding it hard to believe that yet again.
No way. Oh my God, we've come to the last track.
How does this happen?
I don't know. It's so much fun. I've been having such a laugh. I'm playing, and I've got to say, I pick really good music.
You sure do. That's pretty much what we've been hearing from people, that it's not that it's Simon Le Bon from Duran Duran, which, mind you, is pretty cool. But it's the tracks that you pick and how well you not only choose them, but place them in your playlist.
Yeah, I'm
hidden
enjoying,
talent.
Well, I'm enjoying this. I'm really enjoying. I'm enjoying sort of juxtaposing different genres, different eras, different, things. And sometimes to have a little theme like we just had, because LA Priest going to Denai Moore kind of continues a sort of soft, almost jazzy, but very, very ultra modern style. This is one of the things that makes it so much fun, Caddy.
I agree. And let me ask you a question. Okay. Now we finished today's radio show. It'll be in the can shortly. And then do you take a break before starting to curate the next one, or do you immediately get into it?
Well, to be honest with you, I've got the way I do it is in days. I always have the tracks. So I try and get the tracks ready for you by Monday evening my time, which means Monday midday your time. But sometimes I just carry on. So, I mean, for example, I've actually got next week's show almost completely sort of planned out already. Oh, because the music, sometimes you get into this stuff and I got 10 more tracks that couldn't fit on this radio show. So but that's good though. That's good. It makes it much easier. And the more you get into it, the more you discover, and the more you hear, and the more you find out, and it just it snowballs really. And it's the choosing the music is easy because there is so much great music out there.
So the last track that we're playing on today's episode of WHOOOSH happens to be my favorite of the week. I always like to have one favorite. I think Bernard, I didn't say it correctly last week. That was my favorite last week. Bernard, that's double mistake. That was my favorite last week. And this week, it's a song called Felony by the Allergies. It's a new track. I don't know. It sort of sounded like Hendrix to me.
Yeah, and I think it's got a little old school about it.
It's a little retro.
Yeah. So you also got, that track by Jungle that was the big sort of like 5 to 6 years ago. It's got that vibe to it.
Yeah. Actually, I do know that, and I don't know much, but I know exactly what you're talking about. I like the horns in this. They're from the UK, so that made them even more interesting to me. How did you pick them?
I was just listening to a whole load of music, and this one came up, and I went, "Whoa! I love that! Love it! They have a kind of party vibe to them. I imagine there's lots of people in the band, lots of people taking part in this. It's really uplifting. It's a whole load of fun and perfect to play out for our penultimate track, because there is a bonus track coming, and this week we have chosen a track by one of the artists already featured in the show. But anyway, you can look forward to that. We'll talk about it next week. But here is The Allergies with their song Felony.
What